So on the topic of this today's talk is interface circuit. So here what are the topics we are going to cover is what is interface circuit, what is the use of interface circuit, exactly where it is located in the computer system, and finally we are going to see in example how keyboard is interfaced with the processor. So these are the things we intend to cover under interface circuit. So first of all, by definition, the interface circuit it is a it is a circuit which is used to connect the external device into the system bus of the computer. So this is the definition of interface circuit. Basically it is a circuit, it is used to connect the external device into the bus system bus of the computer. And also the interface circuit concern, it has number of functions. So basically it has nearly 5 functions. So what are the functions of interface circuits, and where it is going to be used, everything we are going to see with example of why. With the help of the diagram we will see about how keyboard is interfaced with the processor. For that, here we are having keyboard switches. The keyboard switches is connected with the encoder circuit. For that, here we are having 1 to n number of lines. And the next component is, so this is our interface circuit. So encoder circuit is connected with interface circuit with only 2 lines. One is the data line, another one is, this is the data line, and this line is the valid line. And we will see one by one the use of. Here interface circuit which has 2 components. So one is a data in buffer, it is a buffer, and again we are having another component as status flag. It is a single bit indicator. It has 0, it has one meaning. If it has 1, it has another meaning. And also here we are having our processor. And the interface circuit is connected with the processor with the help of number of buses. So for that, first we are having the address bus. So next thing is data bus. So generally we know system bus consists of 3 lines. First one is address line or address bus, data bus, and control bus. So here control bus is classified into 3 categories here. So first one is for rewrite signal, and the next one is master ready signal, and the third one is slave ready. So this is the diagram for how the keyboard interfaced to the processor with the help of interface circuit. So this is the interface circuit, the topic of this talk. So here the interface circuit it is exactly it is placed in between keyboard or external device and also the processor. Here the one side of, or the connection between the interface circuit and processor, we are having a bus. The interface circuit is connected with the processor with the help of system bus. So that one side of the interface circuit is the system bus, consists of three lanes: address line, data line and control line. As a three, it is combinedly called as the control line. So on the other side we are having the interface circuit is connected with the keyboard device or input device with the help of the associated data lines. It is known as the port. Associated data line which connecting interface with the external device is known as port. So the port concerns, there are two categories of ports are there. So first one is parallel port and the next one is serial port. So port concern, what is parallel port, what is serial port, in what are the situation exactly we are preferring to use parallel port, serial port, that we should know. So parallel port concern, it is a multi-pin connection line, multi-pin connector which is connecting the input device to some other component. In this case it is connecting the keyboard or external device to interface circuit, is a multi-pin line. And also the main concept of the essence or use of the parallel port is, so it can able to transfer the data as a number of bits simultaneously from one device to another device or one component to another component. It can able to transfer number of bits simultaneously from and to between processor and the devices. That is the use of parallel port. And serial port, the serial port concern, so it can be, it is not a multi-pin, it is a some limited number of pins connecting two component, and it can able to transfer a single bit at a time and or only one bit at a time over the bus. So that kind of connection is serial port connection. So there are the two ways of port, parallel port, serial port. Then the question arising, so exactly where are the places in computer system we are using parallel, where we are using the serial port? Since the parallel port is a multi-pin port, so whenever a component it is very close with the processor, so such a situation we prefer to use parallel port. Whenever external device or the component which is far away from processor, that time we have to use some serial port. Since serial port, the wire is length and cost effective. So these are the two situations where we have to use serial port and parallel port. So here next we are going to see about the diagrammatic explanation of this keyboard, how it is going to be interfaced with the processor, and what are the main components of the interface circuits. So as we discussed earlier, interface circuit is electronic circuit, so which connects external device to the processor with the help of some lines and some techniques. So there the main two components of the interface circuit is data in buffer. So it is a buffer which can able to store a word of data at a time. At least it can able to store a word of data. The word means based on the system architecture, the meaning of the word it might varies. Previously the word size was 8-bit, later 16-bit, 32-bit. Nowadays we are using 64-bit 128-bit architecture. So the word means it is a sequence of bits in particular sizes. So if it is a 32-bit architecture, the word size is 32-bit. So if it is a 32-bit architecture, the data buffer can able to store the 32-bit size of data. And also we are having the status flag register. So on the status flag register, it is otherwise known as the sign flag, SIN flag. If SIN is equal to 1, then it is indicating to the processor that the data buffer of the interface circuit having the data. For the purpose we are having SIN is equal to 1. If SIN is equal to 0, then indicating that the data and the data buffer has been transferred into the processor. For that purpose we are having the indication, sign flag indication, SIN. SIN is equal to 1, which indicates the processor that the interface circuit buffer having the data. If it is 0, the data has been transmitted to the processor. That is, which means there is no data in the data buffer of the interface circuit. For that we are using the two signals. So these two are the main two components of interface circuit. So apart from that, so in the interface circuit we have some of the functions. So that functions we will discuss later. Before that, here this is our keyboard. When keyboard is connected with encoder circuit is connected with our interface circuit. The interface circuit is connected with the processor. This is the sequence how the keyboard is interfaced with the processor. Whenever the user press the key on the particular keyboard, it has number of keys. The user pressing any key, it generates the signals. The signals will be transferred into the encoder circuit. So for that, number of signals are going to be here, that we are having number of lines between keyboard switches and encoder circuit. So the main use of the encoder is the encoder which will convert 2 power n number of lines into, which means it takes the encoder which takes 2 power n inputs and which will produce the n outputs. So for that, here it takes number of inputs and which will generate the only some 2 outputs. One is the data. So data, the data line is used to transmit the encoded data or ASCII key. It is used to generate the encoded ASCII key to the data and buffer of the interface circuit. And also, whenever the data is transferred to the data and buffer, the valid is a signal. It is intimated to the interface circuit for 0 to, it is converted to 0 to 1, which means that the ASCII encoded data is going to be stored into the interface circuit. Meantime, the valid key we set the SIN buffer as SIN status register as 1. So then it is indicated to the processor that the data and buffer of the interface circuit is having the data. So meantime, the other end of the interface circuit is connected with the processor with the help of the system bus. So in the system bus working principle is an asynchronous mode of communication. Asynchronous mode of this bus working principle is asynchronous mode. So bus communication concern, there are 2 ways are there, synchronous bus and asynchronous bus. In synchronous bus, so each and every operation is time bounded. In a particular time period only particular signals are transferred. So that is synchronous mode of transferring. So asynchronous mode of transferring concern, so it is achieved with the help of the 2 signal, master ready and slave ready. So the master ready is used to indicate that the particular master is ready to accept the data or it is ready to transfer the data. So like that, the slave ready signal is, it is from the side of the slave system, that which indicate to the particular master that I am ready to involving in the transaction. Like that, 2 signals are using for asynchronous mode of bus transfer. Here the processor which sends the address of the particular register through address line. For that, when the address line is from the processor, direction is from processor to interface circuit. So next, if at meantime it is checking the reader signal which is checking the status flag, whether the status flag SIN is 0 or 1. If it is 1, then the processor come to know the data and buffer having the data. If it is having the data, then the data is going to be transferred to processor. So before transferring the data from data and buffer of the interface circuit to the processor, so the processor should confirm about the availability of the slave system. In this case, the slave is the interface circuit, whether the slave is available or not. For that, it performs the handshaking process. This is our handshaking process. So for that, the process indicating that I am ready. That the message is initiated from the processor to interface circuit. If the interface circuit is the slave, it is ready, then it will acknowledge I am also ready. For that, it uses the master ready signal and the slave ready signal. Once the communication is synchronized, then the processor sends the address to access the particular data from the register, and the data are going to be transferred. So in this manner, how the processor is going to be interfaced and how it is communicating with the interface circuit. This is the main concepts we discussed here. And the next thing we are going to be discuss about the main functions of interface circuit. What are the functions which we are having with interface circuit? So the first main functions of the interface circuit is that functions of interface circuit. So the first main function is, so the interface circuit which provides the buffer, it should be at least 1 word size to store the encoded data. That is the first function. So next function is the interface circuit which have itself a status flag indicator, which is indicating to the processor that the buffer of the interfacing circuit having the data. So for that it uses the SIN flag. So the third use is it is having the circuit which indicating to the processor for addressing the data, where exactly in the addressing. For that it allows the decoding the address of the processor. In order to processor access the data from the buffer of the interface circuit, it will generate the address. So that address is going to be decoded. So decoding is the process of to know the meaning. For that is a decoding purpose. That also it is done by interface circuit. So this is a third principle. Third use. The fourth use is the function in the interface circuit which which generate the control signals, which generates the control signals to control the data transfer between interface circuit buffer and the processor. So with the help of this master ready, slave ready, and also rewrite signal. So for also it is taking care of producing the control signals. That also the fourth principle or fourth function. The fifth function of the interface circuit is, so it can able to perform the conversion from parallel to serial port and serial to parallel port. So in some of the places, so the interface circuit which needs the parallel line, which means number of lines, or 2 power n is going to convert into n number of lines, and n number of line is going to convert into 2 power number of lines. That is for parallel to serial, serial to parallel. So this is the conversion. This conversion is also the one of the functions of the interface circuit. So totally it is doing the 5 functions. So that's all about interface circuit. What is interface circuit, where exactly it is placed, what are the functions of interface circuit, how keyboard is interfaced with the processor with the help of interface circuit, what is the serial port, what is parallel port, where exactly serial port is used, where exactly so far we discussed all these things. So how we are interfacing keyboard with the processor, like that the same thing we are having how the display device is going to interface with the processor, how the display device is interfaced with the processor. That also a separate concept. So later we will be discussing. So hope you understand. Thank you.